Have a bit of a silly suggestion this time from Jehovah's Fitness. That'd be the gentleman with the really funny image of Scooby-Doo looking like he's geeked out on speed. I'm sure you'll see him down below. But he had the really funny idea of having a team of the same units. He gave me the option of EX41 or 42, or even a combination of both. Personally, I went with just a bunch of EX41s because of the damage they deal. I mean, just look at their raw numbers. Compare them to that of the speedier version, which is only like 5k on both attack and speed. Personally, in my opinion, this is more than enough speed, especially since we have 2 dips into speed, 8 in attack ability, and speed ability on every single one of them, with ultimate game gen every turn just for insurance. And I don't think there is a better set of free battles to test this out on than some Gogeta free battles, so we're going to be doing that. Because why not? It's not enough Gogeta already. If I were to rank the suggestion right off the bat, though, 0 out of 10, I feel like there's not enough Gogeta. Joking aside, though, it's actually a very solid unit, both of them, really. Though I feel like the more offensive version is a lot better. For reasons like that. That was still a decent bit considering Gotenks has a defense boost on himself. This is just silly as hell. So much Gogeta. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point someone requests that I do nothing but Gogeta figures for a team. Which I'm down for. I wouldn't mind doing that. If anybody does request that in the near future, I sure as hell hope that suggestion has Gogeta somewhere in the deck. But, no, seriously. Honestly, Gogeta has always gotten shit done. I would say, arguably, the only times that he didn't were when he was screwing around way too much in GT against Omega Shenron. And when Super Broly got wished away by Chi-Lai. That's about it, though. That last one was out of his control. He would have killed Broly, too. He saw what a threat he was. It's a good thing Chi-Lai was there, otherwise he definitely would have been toast. That would have been the last we saw him. Also hear this rumor going around that apparently there's a new anime project in the works. I'll believe it when I see it, honestly, when it gets officially announced. There's leaked footage indicating that it's most definitely a thing that's happening. But, once more, I'm gonna wait for official confirmation on that. Just on the off chance that I'm spreading misinformation. Rather not do that. God, some of these Breakers artworks just look so good. It just sucks that they're tied to such a mid-game, at least in my opinion. Maybe not even mid. I would say it's one of the worst Dragon Ball games you could possibly play. which may sound harsh to some, but that's my honest opinion. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think the concept does not belong in Dragon Ball whatsoever. When I think Dragon Ball, I don't think asymmetrical Dead by Daylight knockoff. I think of stuff like this. Maybe not this type of side mode, necessarily. I mean, like, actual hand-to-hand fighting, beams coming out of your hands, etc., etc. And what pisses me off even more about it personally is that it's a gacha game. And you already have to pay $20 to play it. Really don't like that. Though, I've heard of worse. I've definitely heard of games that are basically gacha and you pay $60 for. I think that's really scummy too. Definitely more scummy. Which, while I'm on the topic of that, because I'm sure some of you have already seen the game here and there on the channel, SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Here's one thing I'm going to give that game shit for. If you want the best parts in the entire game, you have to get the DLC 3. Because as soon as you unlock EX Mission 5 for the DLC, that gives you 9 and 10-star ranked parts, like, exclusively. That's where you're going to get the best parts in the entire game. So, I really am not a fan of that. I just wish games didn't do that. Pay-to-win shit. Because, well, yes, I myself work a full-time job, and I can afford to spend the money here and there. Not everyone has that same luxury. So, I don't know, I just don't really agree with that type of money grubbing shit in games. I feel like it should be more inclusive. It should also cater towards younger kids and teens who are unfortunately going through school. Because, let's be real, games, most of the time, most of their buyers are kids and teens. They just are. You know, I'm just some dumb schmuck in his adulthood that has time to play now and then. Speaking of which, man, have these past couple of shifts seriously sucked. I even sort of took it out on someone in a way that I most definitely regret. I could have definitely handled that better. Now, it wasn't anything too extreme. If that individual is watching, I'm going to go ahead and mention their first name, Mohammed. Just wanted to say I'm sorry to you while I'm recording here. So, I'll explain it, even though it's out in the open. Again, it's really nothing extreme still. I feel bad, I want to bring it up. Even if it really is like a small thing. So, he went ahead and left the suggestion. Perfectly fine. And, I read way too much into him saying, I suggest that you look at this the next time you do some Hero Colosseum. First and foremost, I'm glad that you find some enjoyment out of this. And I will definitely look at yours when I get time. I should have worded it that way. When I responded to that message right away, it was in the middle of a shift that already wasn't going so good. And basically how I handled the situation was, I said, for that, I'm gonna go ahead and upload another 1,000 Year Door part, which was part 12 of the 100% walkthrough. And, I told him that no one's going to tell me what to upload and when. It really isn't that big a deal in the grand scheme still. I feel bad. I could have definitely handled that better. I wasn't in the right state of mind. I'm a human just like everybody else. I make mistakes. And even if the mistake is, like, so small, I still want to at least own up to it. You know, he definitely didn't deserve that response, and I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for it. My point being, treat others how you want to be treated, and also in the future, from here on, if I see a comment or anything really that I don't necessarily agree with at the time, first I'm gonna assess, okay, what am I doing here right now? Am I working? Am I in a bad mood right now? I should probably come back to this later. Or, how can I phrase this in a way without sounding like an asshole? And I'm sure that no one's going to hold me accountable for that, but I'm going to go ahead and hold myself accountable for that anyway. So, I'm sorry to Muhammad. And I'll go ahead and put a link to his channel down in the description if anyone wants to go and check him out. I actually did that myself. He uploads a bunch of Sonic material, which I think is really cool. A bunch of it seems to... Well, at first glance, I noticed a lot of it being Sonic Air, which is Angel Island Revisited. And, that's essentially 3 and Knuckles, packed in with a lot of content, such as Sonic's Drop Dash from Mania, and a bunch of other bells and whistles. It's a really well put together ROM hack. It looks great. And one other thing I definitely will say is, as you go on and grow up as a person, there are going to be times where you're going to make mistakes in your lives. Just try and treat other people the way that you want to be treated. And hold yourself accountable for your actions. Just think of the repercussions that may come with anything you say or do. And just try to be cool with people. But, all that aside, I know that I've been doing a lot of 1,000 Year Door on the channel, and like I've said before, that's not going to go away anytime soon. I mean, heck, I'm not even halfway through the game, like, on the actual, as far as the uploads go. I'm actually about to start Chapter 6 at the time of this recording. That's how far ahead I am. I only just recently uploaded, like, the first part or two of Chapter 2, so there's going to be a lot of Paper Mario to come in the future. And I understand that not a whole lot of you are here for that. You're here for Hero Colosseum and probably Xenoverse 2, and maybe a few of you are even here for my Shredder's Revenge videos, which next time I upload a vid on that, it's going to be a no-death solo clear of all Red Dead Switches as Donnie. Like right here. That's another great loading screen. Chi-Chi and her gi when she fought Goku in Dragon Ball. That was like almost at the very end of Dragon Ball before they got married. I'm surprised that that was also a thing in Kakarot, honestly. And that they removed flying, like, entirely. Though I hear they also screwed up Nimbus with that. If they made Nimbus for the DLC twice as fast, they didn't bother to do that at all for, like, the game as a whole. Not twice as fast. They just let you boost with it, essentially. There you go. Gogeta's getting hard tucked on damage here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just a trigger square. Either that or the enemy Blue Gogeta. I think it may actually be the Blue Gogeta, come to think of it. Also, what the hell is Vegito doing in that deck? That should be another Gogeta figure. Video ruined. No, but seriously. I've heard a lot of mixed things about that Dragon Ball DLC for Kakarot. I hear it's like really short. If any of you down below play Kakarot and you got the DLC, let me know if you feel like you got your money's worth out of that. I personally don't play Kakarot at all, but I don't know, it just seems like kind of a ripoff to pay anywhere from like 10 to 20 bucks and only get 2 to 3 hours worth of content. Obviously not factoring in maxing everything out or doing everything else that comes along with the DLC. But still, a lot of it just seems like busy work to me. I don't really hate Kakarot either, but I'm really not a fan of, like, the fighting system. It just seems far too simplified compared to Xenoverse 2's, at least in my opinion. And I'm not really a fan of there not being any co-op or PvP at all in it, unless you want to go ahead and count the card game that came with it, with one of the updates. I wonder if anybody even plays that game on a regular. Even then, it's gotta be super niche, like, well, this. And unfortunately, I feel like for the most part, and I've stated this a couple times now, I feel like the community around Hero Colosseum has all but almost completely fizzled out, and that's just really a bummer. But I will still keep posting content on it from time to time, because I enjoy the mode and I enjoy doing these vids. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. Alright, well, I will see you guys next time. It's probably going to be that vid I mentioned earlier of Donnie and Shredder's Revenge. Other than that, more Paper Mario to come to the channel very soon. And I will try to make another Hero Colosseum sooner rather than later. I'm noticing a pattern with me lately. I'll do like one video on Hero Colosseum a week. I'll try to do more of them, no promises. Luckily I'm off today. I'm gonna go get some rest here. If I have some more time tonight, you know, why not? It wouldn't hurt to do another Hero Colosseum video. Don't hold me to that, but if I feel well enough up to it, I will be uploading another Hero Colosseum vid tonight. But I've already ranted long enough. I'm gonna go get some shit out here, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.